AI is, yeah, definitely a loaded term. It's definitely also a buzzword, but we mustn't forget that for end users, and I'm not talking business leaders, people that probably should know better. It's the only kind of concept that connects with what we discuss when we talk about machine learning, right? We tell them machine learning, they don't know what we're talking about. So it's a bridge, right? So it's captured the public imagination. It's not like we're necessarily exploiting it, but it depends on the audience. If we're talking to business leaders, other technical people, let's call it what it is. For the most part, it's machine learning, right? That's what it is. So I don't, since my book was for technical people, I don't use AI in it. Yeah, but if my book were for non-technicals, AI, I use ML in it. And if it were for non-technical people, I probably use AI because it's the only thing they would connect to. If I call it machine learning, they think it's, what the hell is this? They don't know. There is no also, a lot of people working in the space in like non-technical capacity. I'm talking AI ethics, technologists, that aren't necessarily technical, right? People like that, they still relate to the term artificial intelligence. They may complain about it, especially AI ethicists. They complain about the term. They say it's ridiculous, but that's the term they latched onto. They don't call themselves machine learning ethicists. They call themselves AI ethicists. So, I mean, that's even politicians, when they talk about it, they won't talk about machine learning. They'll talk about, so we have to reach some common ground. To me, the definition is really close to machine learning. It's just simply something that is autonomous. It's not necessarily intelligent in the broader scheme of things. It doesn't embody at this moment in time any kind of
consciousness.
Yeah, anything like that. It's just a narrow intelligence. Even the most quote unquote intelligent machine learning model is not intelligent, right? It just has some ability, very narrow ability to do something that might seem superhuman,
detecting the patterns which human eye can't, and then there's the reacting to it.
And that's, to me, like the minimum like requirement for AI. It's software that is autonomous to some degree. And software, I say here with a very broad stroke, because I don't think AI necessarily is software in the fullest sense of the term. However, I do think it has a lot of the elements. It's still ones and zeros. It's still a program. So we didn't program it. That's the big difference, right? But I think it does have, since it has a lot of the same mechanisms that we don't fully understand, we kind of put this responsibility on it that it's necessarily much better than everything else. It's not, and we should be cautious with it precisely because we didn't program it. But on the other hand, the bare minimum requirement is that it is at the very least at human level capacity or more. Otherwise, why the hell are we using it? We should be programming something with if and else statements and traditional programming if it's not better than that.
Listen to Between Data and Risk podcast.